Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. If you are joining me today, please do say hello in the comments. I do see those, and I try to respond. So please say hello. Before I jump into my project today, I wanted to remind everybody that we are in our mini catalog period here with lots and lots of really great new products available. If you're in Australia and you're not working with a demonstrator and would like a copy of this catalog, I'm happy to send it to you along with our celebration brochure. Celebration happens in January and February, and with a minimum purchase you can get all kinds of interesting, fun products, some of which coordinate with things in the mini catalog, some of which stand alone quite well. Well, they all stand alone quite well. But one of the things, what I'm going to use today is this Flight and Airy 12 by 12 designer series paper. And let's get into it. Hello, Paula and Gladys. Thanks for joining me. Hope you guys are staying warm and dry there with all the snow and the bitter cold. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it during quiet moments. We're having pouring down rain today, and I've got a flat metal roof, so I can hear it. I don't know if you guys will be able to. So the card I'm going to make for you today is another version of this one. Pam Hill is a US demonstrator who posted this on a demonstrator Facebook group, and I thought it'd be really fun. It's a crisscross card, and you could do a full-size insert so that it would show top and bottom. I decided to make mine so it's kind of hidden inside there. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to make this. And at least for now, I'm using the imperial measurements. A lot of times for fun fold cards, I find it's easiest just to stick with that. Some of them I try to adapt to metric, and I may play around with that at some point, and I may just stick with imperial because it's easy. But I thought I would do another version using, let me show you these Flight and Airy papers. It's so pretty with these watercolored images, mostly with birds and foliage. And then on the back, that's another pretty foliage in Lost Lagoon, but a lot of them are just this painted background. So they mix and match really well together. Really, really pretty. Hi, Roseanne, nice to see you. I'm just gonna check here and see. It seemed like it had locked up a little bit. Hi, thanks for joining me, Mom. So there's another version of the foliage. Really, really pretty. Whoops, now I need to close my door here. Glenn just got on a video call. He's working from home today with the weather, which is what he wanted. He wanted to be able to hear the rain and see everything. So, like I said, lots of pretty, pretty birds. And get that out of the way. Here's what I'm going to make this card in. This is boho blue and a piece of the Flight and Airy paper, and I'm going to feature that flower and vine bit. For those of you who've just joined me, here is the fun fold card that we're making. It's a crisscross card. And it's really not difficult. It's just knowing the right measurements, as is so often the case. Some fun fold cards can be kind of fiddly to actually assemble, but this one is not. So let's get started. I'll bring in my paper trimmer. Well, 4.6 inches of snow. That's the most you've had in several years, isn't it, Mom? So I am going to be working in inches on this card, like I said, and get my cheat sheet in front of me. It is 5.5 by 10 3/4. I will post these measurements on the blog post. She said to feel free to use them and share them, so I will. And then it's scored twice. There we go. I can close that up. It's easier to work with. Now we're going to make some marks, and I find my paper trimmer is really the easiest way to do that. So we're going to do 1 3/4 inches, top and bottom. I just use my pencil and come in on the cutting track, having put it where I want it. And we're going to do that on the other side as well. And in fact, I don't even have to have that down. I can just, again, at the cutting track. And then and the nice thing is you can do both sides at the same time, top and bottom. Okay, so having done those marks, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side, now we're going to line up these corners or these marks on the cutting track and slice off the corners. Go. Get rid of those. So that gives us our crisscross. Now, go back in and erase those tick marks. If you do not have a really good quality eraser in your stash, you need to go invest in one. They're not expensive. They last forever, but they're these white plasticky ones. This one is Stadler. Pilot makes them. I'm not fussed about the brand, but if, you know, do not rely on whatever crummy eraser is on the end of your pencil. You will be sad. Okay, I'm going to set that aside because we're going to work on the designer series paper now. And does it matter which way it goes? I don't think so. That's one reason I chose this one. There we go. So 3 by 5 1/4. You can make the designer series paper contrast with your cardstock, like I am, or blend in more, however you want to do it. So I am I do feel like there's a right way up on this, so I was just checking that. Grab my pencil again. Same marking protocol, because we're going to get the same angles. This one I had to rotate around to get that second mark. So you'll see that here, 2 1/4 here. And to get 2 1/4 here, down at the bottom. And then I don't know why my do not disturb doesn't work on Messenger calls, but it doesn't. So sorry about that interruption. Okay, now we will cut off these corners once I find them there. 1, 2, there we go. If you can keep it all straight and you want to do it on the other side because it's easier to see the tick marks, you can. I just would rather search for my tick marks and know that I have it on the correct side. There we go. Searching. There's one. There's the other one, I think. Yeah. We're just going to make absolutely sure. Yep, that's it. There we go. And 1. Really, we're just going to make absolutely sure here. We know where we are. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes I pull out a white pencil too, but there we go. I got it now. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Right way up. Hey, right way up. And they both fit. Excellent. So one of the things I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see on this one, I have embossed this designer series paper, and I'm going to do that on this one too, using this Layered Florals 3D embossing folder, which is new in this catalog. So I can get both of them in there like so. And I'm going to run them through my cut and emboss here. There we go. Can you see the embossing on those? I don't know. And then Need to figure out if I'm going to do one. I did add one here to the band that goes across. I need to figure out if I'm going to do that on this one, probably. But let's cut the band even, which I didn't do before. So I will go ahead and emboss this piece as well. And again, I'm putting it in here. I'm going to put it where there's a bunch of embossing to be done. Again, it doesn't really matter. Dramatic thunk off camera here. There we go. So there's that piece. So let's do a little gluing into place. Do like this so I can see the edges, make sure I get it pretty even. And this one. I don't know why, but this reminds me of one of the rooms at my grandparents' house in New York. I think there was floral, I don't think there was floral wallpaper. Maybe there was floral wallpaper. I definitely remember floral linens and curtains. At one point, I think it had been my great-grandmother's room. So that gets glued on there, and then it will get glued on here. I think maybe we're going to hold off just a second until we're sure what we're putting on there. I have gone ahead and cut a few of these, which is what I used on this one. I was thinking I would do kind of exactly the same thing I've done on there, and I do like that. So let's grab our sentiment. This is Happiest of Birthdays. It's from a brand new set Throughout the Year, which I really like because it's got just really straightforward sentiments. I had asked them, I had put this in the suggestion box for several years now, to come back with a good sentiment set that could be used throughout the year. I think it's great for beginning stampers to be able to invest in something like that and have it, because you can mix and match it with all kinds of things. So let me get a piece of basic white, and I think we'll bring in our boho blue and stamp this. There we go, and I'm going to cut it out again with a deckled rectangle, I think. It just fits very nicely. Do that off screen. Go. I like that. Let's see about what we're going to do to add a little sparkle too. Trying to remember what all I've got here. So let's go through some blingy stuff. Now on this one, I used the black version of these adhesive back sparkle gems. I might use the clear or the white ones. I've got boho blue solid gems, or even these yellow ones. Those are supposed to be lemon lolly. But those might be nice on there. Add a little bit different color. Could do maybe some dragonflies. Or butterflies. Yeah, not really feeling the white. What was the other thing I was thinking? These pink pearls. Those could be kind of nice. They pick up this darker pink color in there. Oh, that's it. And then I have these iridescent ones. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and we just need to think about which embellishments. Paula has suggested some butterflies. I am not opposed to that. You like the pink pearls too. Okay, anybody else? You know how I'm going to stick those down? My favorite sticky tape. some dimensionals to go on the back of that. Yeah, that's more than I probably need, but there we go. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, pink pearls. Now, should I do it the way I did these? Well, this one I didn't. This one I went more straight with the foliage. What do you think? And then for an inner panel, so I am sorry about that. I could have made it square, but just to make it easier, I went a little off from square. Again, you could have it so that you saw the top and the bottom of the inside panel. Doesn't really matter. Especially like on this one where there is already white, I think it would be nice even. Yeah. Get that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. But like on this one where they're really, the only white is here, perhaps it's nicer not to have it. I don't know. You could look at it both ways. Be nice either way. Anyhow, that's how I've done it. So that is my project for today. I hope you like it. The dimensions will all be on my next blog post, so nancysniftynotes.com. Feel free to pop over there. Let's see if I can do this here. Actually get in the picture so you can read it with my ring lights. That is where my blog will be posted with all the measurements to make this. Thank you for joining me. I will be back same time, same place next week, and I hope you'll join me then. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.